Hello everyone, it's me, Spectacular Spider, Spidey, Spider, whatever you want to call me. But today I am going to showcase my new build that I've been making in Fortnite Creative. And before y'all start saying, "Ew, Fortnite, that's good," shush, okay? And the build I'm doing is Sin City. What I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be showcasing and talking about stuff that I'm going to be doing with the map and stuff, and what I'm planning with it, and what I'm going to create with it, because I'm really excited and I just really want to show y'all what ideas I have for this, and I'm just super excited to show y'all, like just really excited. Real quick, I'm going to explain Sin City for the people who don't know, but basically Sin City was a graphic novel made in 1995 by Frank Miller, and later in 2005 became a movie, a really good movie. I love the movie. But basically it talks about stories inside of a city that is worse than Gotham. That's practically what it is. That's all it is. But it's a really good series. I like it a lot. But back to the video. Now, the thing about Sin City is that it's mostly in black and white, and I really wanted to capture that element, the black and white noirish vibe of Sin City in this. And over here I have a text that's supposed to work as inner monologue. I like that detail because Sin City's real big on that. And over here I have the sign for the city. Now, I know y'all are going to be asking a bunch of questions, but I put Sin over the real name, Bassin City, because I wanted it to, like, show on, like, how, like, terrible this city is. Because if, just imagine you're going into a city and you see, like, a nickname for the city spray painted on the real name, that's probably telling you that the city isn't going to be that good. So I just think that's a nice detail. Like, a guy just like came over there and just spray painted it on. And another question I know y'all are going to be asking is, why is it connected to the woods and stuff? That's how it was in the movie and the comics. It goes from woods to the city. I'm probably going to change it since it looks weird. And I already know what are the lines. Those are barriers. I'll talk more about that later. And over here is one thing I am really proud of. There's two actually, but this is one of them, and it's Katie's. It's I feel like it's the most iconic part of Sin City. It's a iconic spot in the city, or in the franchise. And I really like how it turns out. This is the first part of the city I made. But inside I try to make it look like the second movie with all the smoke and stuff, and I really like it. I like it a lot. I like how it turned out. I like how there's tables scattered everywhere and stuff. I like that. I like the smoke too. Here's the stage where Nancy dances. If y'all have seen any of the movies, that is really cool. Let me know, and if you have, then I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And here we have the back room where they played poker in the second movie. I try to make it look all eerie and stuff, like, oh hey, I probably shouldn't be back here, because I added a like flickering light and all. Now this is definitely my favorite part of the city, and that's the gun shop, and I'm so proud of how it came out. Because I mean, like, the moment you just step in here, it already looks like something bad's about to happen. And I just love the way I made the shop, like, dark, but with, like, a bit of some, like, dimly lit light. And I like how it's, like, it looks like something bad's about to happen. And that's more amplified by the table with money and guns on it, and how a window is covered up with metal plating. And I just really like that. I really like that. And right here we have an alleyway with trash in it. A bunch of trash. Nothing to see. And then over here there's more trash, because Sin City is a very messy, torn down city practically. Mostly messy, not torn down, but messy. And if you pay attention and, see, there's some legs here. And there's legs here, if you pay attention. There's also some flies that I added for detail because I think that would just add on to the whole like nasty looking city. And over here is a motel that I'm still working on, but I want to do a cool thing, and that is I want each room to tell its own story. Like, this room has this in it. This happened in this room. That happened in that room. Like that, practically. And I just really want people to like try to figure out a story for it. And over here we have Old Town. It's still a work in progress, but I'm really proud of the windows. I love what I did with the windows. And right here is a perfect example on what I did. What I did was I grabbed this glass piece and I made it into like a whitish color, and I just put it behind the windows, and that's how I got like these white windows. Those white noirish black and white windows that I really love. And it really just captures the whole like Sin City feeling of it, and I really love it. I really do. I'm proud of it. And here we have the projects. Now, I made this all from memory because last thing I remember from the second movie when they showed it was like a bunch of torn down buildings and stuff. So I just went with that look, and it works. It works. But I feel like I might have added too much. I feel like what I should have done was like add like a few and then, add like some regular buildings. But I did add a few regular buildings, but everything else is just torn down though. But there are some like houses that are like built from the ground up, which I added, which I'm glad I did. But I like how the projects turned out. I like how it looks. It looks very like torn down, very bad. Like it looks like a bad place to be. And I like that. I like that look a lot. And I just like how it turned out. I just like how the projects turned out. I like it, and it looks great. It looks great. Here's an example of the houses built from the ground up that I was talking about. I'm glad I added those. Now, I said I would come back to here, so I am. I added barriers here because I wanted them to, like, be like prop sets. I wanted the buildings to feel like props, but, you can still, like, walk around them and explore beside them or near them, but you can't, like, go directly inside of them, because I just wanted them to be, like, background sets, practically. And I like the idea. I really like it. And I like how it looks all cramped. Like, it looks cramped. I like that. That's how Sin City is. It's a big city, but with cramped spots. And I think I captured that very well. I like it. I like it. I put a barrier right here because, I don't want people, like, wandering off. So now I'm going to be explaining the ideas I have for the city. The first one is a role play. Now, please don't make fun of me, but I used to watch a bunch of Fortnite roleplay videos, and while watching them, I just had a fun time watching them because I thought it was cool. Like, people get to like act like a character, and they get to like do these scenarios, and I just really liked it. I loved watching them, and I just want that to happen as well. I want people to have fun. I want to have fun, and I just want to make like something cool. I just want to make something cool. All right, so I feel like that would be pretty nice. And then the second one is going to be a character that I'm making for the roleplay. Now, I don't have a name yet, so y'all can give me a name in the comments, but I'm going to heart and give you a shout out for the name I pick. And if I don't give you a heart or shout out, please, and I mean please, don't take it personally, okay? I just want a good sounding name, and if I find a name that like fits the character, then I'll do that. But if I don't give you a shout out, please don't take it personally, okay? Please don't. But and there's a story with this character. Now, I don't have much so far, but here's what I got. So he was born in Sin City, and he had to leave for 4 years because he got into some like hot water, and just he was in a bunch of trouble, and the police and the mob were hunting him down. So he had to get out of the city, and he stayed out of it for 4 years, trying to lay low, try to let the heat die down. And after 4 years, he goes back, and he's now a getaway driver for criminals. And he drives them where they need to go, and he makes sure he gets out of the place fast and quick. And then he drives one criminal up to a deal that was supposed to happen. And at first it's calm, but then a gunfight starts to happen. So, bullets are flying everywhere and stuff. And, and then the driver, he got out of the car to try to stay alive and stuff. But the car got shot up, and the car exploded, and it kind of like burnt his face a bit. So he now wears like bandages around his head. It kind of like Two-Face, but instead of half of a face being burnt off, it's like the entire face. And I just really like that idea. I like it a lot, and I want to go with that idea because if you think about it more, people probably thought he died either from the 4 years or from the car explosion. So he's now practically a walking ghost, and I like that idea. Like, people think he's dead, but he's really not. He's like a living ghost now. And I just like that idea a lot. Now, I don't know what the plot is going to be with the roleplay, but I'll figure something out. But those are some of the ideas I have. But another idea I have for the city, I just wanted to make the city. Like, I remember just like remembering like Sin City, and I was just like, wait, I kind of want to make the city, because I just thought that would be like really cool if I did. So I started off with Katie's, and I just remembered like, oh wow, and when I got done, I was just like, oh wow, that's pretty good. And then I started adding on more and more, and then once I did the sign, Old Town, the projects, and the gun shop, I was like, okay, I'm all in for this. I'm all in. But I just wanted to make the city. I now want to do a role play with it, and I now have a character I want to make. Please still give me a name. And I just really want to make this fun. Like, I want to make this fun for people. I want to gather up people, and I just want to make it fun, and I want everyone else to have fun, because that's kind of what I want. I just want everybody to just have fun. And I just still want people to have fun. I want to have fun. I want the people to have fun. And we're just gonna like go with the flow for right now. I'll tell people like, oh hey, do this, do that. And if we have to like restart some scenes, we will. All right, we can restart some scenes. But I just want people to have fun. I want this to be a fun time for people. And I want everything to like feel like a dark noir film, practically, kind of like Sin City, like a black and white dark noir film. And I just really want to do that. I just find that idea like pretty cool to do, and I'm going to be doing that, and I'm just really excited. I really am. But that's gonna be all for now. I will make a update video, and I will tell y'all how it's all coming along. I'll probably live stream myself making the city or like adding on to the city, but that's gonna be all for now. I'm Spidey, and have a good day.